find Soko.
Well, there's also those things too.
Captain, is our airship ready for launch to Orman?
Just give the word, sir. Her hull's warded against the worst the Tempest layer can throw at us. We'll swing you in for a clean drop to the Shrineforge.
No time to lose. Let's go.
Let's go! That was quick. Oh lord. We're in a proper battle now. Oh lord. Okay, what's going on over here? You guys get him? Cool. We got a big battle to do. Nope, that's not 3. Can I use this? No, why not? Gone. Up is red, down is green. That's all I gotta remember. Another red one. There. There. Yeah, let's go. Easy peasy.
recognize this place. Thaddeus showed it to me. There's gotta be some kind of Theratocol-making machine thing here.
Probably inside. And this machine will show us a weakness to the Binding Stone?
In theory.
So we don't know what to do once we're inside.
I figured we'd improvise.
You mean you would improvise? That entrance is blocked by a Triarch ward. You're the only one going in.
Lucky I'm here, sir.
Wait, I'm sorry. Are you guys not also Triarchs?
I'll get the portals powered back up for a return trip.
Figure out how to destroy the Binding Stone, and let's get out of here.
The wrong way immediately. All right. Yay, we know how to use these things now. We can go back and do a bunch of stuff. Got it! Oh yeah, secrets, we love it. Oh, what we got in here? Oh, tiny secret. Aw, fam, you gotta be kidding me. Night night! Bro, finally, man, that took forever. That's totally getting cut out. It just took so long.
Important.
Waste no time. Too late. Guess who's already here? Probably Luna. Out of nowhere. That's how he rolls.
Your hair is staying. I've never been here. Yeah, you're talking about someone else. You're mistaking me for a guy named Sandrak, which frankly feels a little creepy. But anyway, I want to destroy the Binding Stone. You're not listening. I don't have a Binding Stone. Or a mark. I can't surrender what I don't have. I already told you, I'm not... Wait. You can give me the same mark as Sandra. Control it, or destroy it.
You've already figured out the solution, Jack. We win.
You don't win in ever war. If he found a way to use the Binding Stone, so can we.
Its mastery over the fonts means I can end the war.
Then I choose to end the war. Give me the mark to control the Binding Stone. I think I broke it. Great. No take-backs, I guess.
Well... it's not that good. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it.
Alright, so that's what disobeying orders feels like. Not so good.
Figure it out?
Please say yes.
Yeah, we're good to go. With this, I can destroy the Binding Stone. We just have to get close enough to Sandrak.
How do you propose we do that when we don't even know where he is?
This mark gives me a connection to the Binding Stone. I can feel where it is. I can feel where Sandrak is. He's moving east, towards the deep mirror.
There's a font in the ocean.
Sounds like it. All right, pack it in. We're leaving soon.
What's the play, sir?
Devin and I will stay here at the Shrineforge for a bit. See if we can find anything else of interest.
And rig it to blow when the Rashanians return.
You need to get back to the Palathon and brief Kirkin. She'll figure out our next steps. But when you use that mark to destroy the Binding Stone, I want to be there. I want to see Sandrak's face when you just crumble it in his hand.
You don't have to tell me twice, sir.
All right. That'll be all, Initiate. Now head back to the Palathon.
Impressive place, huh?
It really is. The Aristea were exceptional builders. How do you think Sandrak found out about it?
Probably dumb luck. Selko mentioned Rosharnian airships started taking new routes into Lucium.
When parts of the Orman border collapsed, right. So, they discover the Shrineforge
And Sandrak's able to use his new mark to detect the location of the Binding Stone.
in Ilthium.
Yep. No wonder it seemed like Sandrak was overextending himself there. He was. Desperate to find that temple.
Doesn't seem fair. Accidentally finding a doomsday weapon. Hard work should go into something like that.
All right, I better go.
Oh, don't forget to say hello and goodbye to Kenzie for me when you return to the Palathon.
Will do. Great call getting her to come in. We wouldn't be here without her help.
Well. We're good?
I'm back at the Palathon.
Well done, soldier. Meet me in the vault. We can finally have that conversation that I've been trying to avoid.
A vault.
Sir?
Back here, Jack. Here. This dossier is for you. My report of Sandrak's time as an immortal. Some details remain classified. I'm sure you understand.
This will have to do then. Thank you, sir.
Come. Show me the mark you recovered from the Shrineforge.
Sure.
It lets you feel the movements of the Binding Stone.
Yeah. Sandrak's definitely sailing the deep mirror. But his movements are weird. Erratic.
Unfortunately, we can't afford to send a large force out to sea. Most of the Light's army musters at the front, and we need them to remain there. You, Zendara, and Devon will have to face Sandrak alone. Well, not exactly alone. My contacts in the Clayless Traders Guild provided us with a Colossal during the Trenchship Rebellion. I never gave it back. It'll take time to wake her up. She's not seen service in a very long time. Captain Selko's a fine steersman, if I recall correctly.
And I can guide him to wherever Sandrak is using my mark.
That's the plan. Now, unless you have something else to ask me, that'll be all.
Look, I know what I said earlier, but you've been hiding anything and everything about Sandrak being an immortal since day one. I deserve more than a report you wrote up.
Tell me, Jack, if you had a very close friend that you shared a common cause with for the longest time, a vision of what was right and true and good, and they betrayed that vision, betrayed you, how would you feel? Would you want to talk about it? Could you talk about it? If the person you once knew became someone you could never now understand?
Yes, absolutely. I'd have to know how it even got to that point.
Sandrak and I were companion in arms for longer than you've been alive. We stood against the Kalthus estates, the Sea King usurper, the Colossals of the Arjaman Pretenders, even against Rasharn, his homeland. And then one day, he refused to participate in a mission that could have very well ended the war.
What mission?
Read the report.
And we're back to that.
Look, what's important is that Sandrak had orders, and he allowed his own hubris to ignore them. He made a decision that jeopardized the rest of us because he thought he knew better.
Yeah. Hubris sure is some bad news. It's terrible.
For the breaking of his oaths to the Order, I exiled him back to Rasharn as punishment, thinking his ancestral enemies there would be the death of him.
That last part didn't work out.
Not even a little bit.
All right. I've got everything I need, sir.
Zendara and Devon should have already returned by now. You'll all set out for the Deep Mere in the morning. Oh, one more thing. The Oromik girl, Kenzie. She wanted to speak to you when you returned from the Shrineforge. I think she's a bit smitten with you.
Yeah, I don't know if it's limited to just me, sir.
So, You have people waiting for you.
I took a second to re-watch just a portion of the stream last time because I was a little bit confused with the last cutscene. And it definitely didn't help that the species thing, I don't remember what they're called, was speaking in gibberish, so you had to rely on the subtitles to figure it out. So, for people that are confused, our character Jack had a choice to make. One mark will allow him to take control of the Binding Stone, similar to our antagonist. Or he could have chosen a different mark that would allow him to destroy the Binding Stone. Now, there's probably a couple of reasons why Jack decided to take the binding, or take the mark that allows him to control the binding. I think the biggest is to try to end the Everwar, which brings the point of what are we even doing? Because the other side's trying to do the exact same thing. So I don't know what Jack thinks is gonna happen, but he chose that. Do I agree with it? No, I don't. It doesn't help anyone and it doesn't fix anything. Now, the other side has a super weapon of mass destruction. Like, what are you doing? So, that's what happened. So Jack made a poor decision. I didn't get any choice in that decision. It probably didn't help that before that we saw Luna. And it probably played to some characters.
Come up to the war chamber. Devin and I have decided that since we might die in the morning, we should,
Get hammered!
yes. That.
On my way.
Ooh, little drink celebration. We love the little drink celebration. So we're gonna go to our quarters real quick. We're gonna go ahead and... Nope. No. We're gonna go to our quarters real quick and speak to Kenzie. And then after that, I figured we would kind of backtrack a little bit. This way. And get all the other secrets that we missed. Now, there's still some powers we don't have. But we'll figure it out. Where am I now? In a library.
Silas,
Hello, sir.
now that Yothium is secured, do you have your reassignment?
You heard the Grand Magnus at your ceremony, sir. We're either meant for the front, or we're marching north to help Lavenry. The brass is still working out the details.
Have a preference?
The front, sir. Even though that's an airship over the wound and I have no stomach for flight. My mother and brothers are stationed there. Trenchers by trade, a lot of us. The Magnus that owns our debts likes his lightless to fight his families. Has enough pull with the Light's army to ensure it happens.
So how did you end up here?
A clerical error, most like. Things got a bit scrambly when it was apparent Sandrak really meant it this time, going for the ley line tower. But, this way I get to tell Mom I fought alongside the hero of Yothium, right?
How many lightless does your Magnus oversee?
Can't count them all by now. He's been taking on the debts of hundreds of us from the other Magni for years. As I understand it, having an implied private army within the army is a mark of prestige in the dynastic houses. You know, like you'll be doing now that you're an immortal.
Yeah, no, I wasn't planning on it.
Are you serious? Debt collection seems wonderful to me. I mean, us lightless have been trained at the country's expense, and our arms and armor aren't free, are they? It adds up fighting for one's king.
You know that's fucking insane, right? As a general line of thinking.
Huh. Is it? But then, who am I to question the ways of the Magni, sir? I might even be accused of being unpatriotic.
Kirkin was your father's commanding officer at Sundown 10?
Indeed she was, sir, ages ago. What a harrowing experience that was, by all accounts. My father's still shaken by it. Sundown 10's one of the few battles where Rasharn deployed its Archon battalion. Even though it was a Lucian victory, due to your Grand Magnus, of course, they say the Archons were granted rights of citizenship in Rasharn after that.
Their constructs are citizens?
Just the Archons, sir, for their valor in battle. They're allowed free worship, of what I can't begin to imagine, and have the vote so long as they serve in the Rasharnian armed forces for a span. That's what some of my squad mates used to say anyway, the older ones. It could just be a lightless soldier's tale. You know how fanciful they can be when it comes to ideas of rights and opportunities and such.
That shouldn't have to be fanciful.
Now you're just pulling my leg, sir.
I have no idea who this person is.
Sundown 10. Kirkin never talks about that battle.
That's strange, sir. She found her glory names there. Fury of the Broken March, the Warbird of Aquil. That's a tradition that's fallen out of favor, names of glory. I don't know why, they sound so crackerjack. Sundown 10's where the Grand Magnus had the accident with her arm, you know?
Hold on, you know that story?
Only as my father tells it. He says that after days and days of fighting, the Grand Magnus ended up overloading her sigil until it just fused into her arm.
Sigils are used to level your magic. That shouldn't have happened.
Father did say the Grand Magnus was arguing with her sigil constantly to lift that restriction. One day it finally gave in.
What? You can't do that.
I don't know, sir. She can be very intimidating.
When did you join the Lights Army?
When I was 13, sir. Mom and Dad thought it best if I went in before draft age. They feared if I went in with the normal conscripts, I'd learn all the wrong lessons. You know how they're always so rebellious at that age.
A bit. Still, that's stupidly young to be on the field, Silas.
I don't know. The king led his first charge when he was 12. Into the lines of the Red Colonel's rebels, no less.
Yeah, but the king is a Magnus of the strongest bloodline in Lucium, and he was riding a howler.
Yeah, and armored head to toe in unbreakable glimmer-spiked silver. I know. So if your king set such an example, me crossing my first swords at 13 doesn't seem so audacious, now does it?
I'd better
Well,
go.
dang! I wonder if we'll ever meet the king.
Kenzie,
Over here.
Here we
Jan.
go.
did you get lost?
No, I just... Everwar Central here just kind of skeeves me out. And then someone told me about all those names out there being dead people, and it... The garden area thing, it was nice.
Yeah, the names hit me pretty hard too when I first got here.
I was going to leave, but then your boss lady said you were on your way back, and there I am thinking about dead people, and then of course I suddenly can't get Thaddeus out of my head.
I'm really sorry. I know you two were close.
He was such an asshole. Did he... When you hung out with him, did he talk about me at all? I really looked up to him.
He never mentioned you at all.
Wow.
Yeah, we were, the stuff we were talking about was more...
Important. Okay, sure. Don't soften the blow or anything. All right then. I guess my job's done here. I'll be off. If I can remember where the exit is.
We're heading out to the Deep Mirror tomorrow to beat the hell out of Sandrak. You wanna come?
The ocean? Oh, hell no. No one from Oramen knows how to swim.
Well, neither does anyone from Saren. We'll both be trailblazers. Also, you're good in a fight. We could use that.
I helped you out once. Do it again, and I'm just another pawn of the hegemony. Count me out, soldier boy.
Worth a try.
Swell digs, by the way. Pretty enlightening seeing how the other half lives.
Look now, I grew up in the Underbridge. In the slums. I just work here.
My bad. Totally didn't realize you were keeping it real.
Bye, Kenzie. And hey, thanks for the assist with finding the Shrineforge.
See ya, hot stuff.
Now, I wonder if I would have lied to Mackenzie here, if she would have joined the battle, but probably not. I don't know. Lying about something like that will just lead to more lies down the road, so... we really didn't have time. I'm sure he would have probably mentioned it if we had a little bit more time.